Hello everyone, welcome back to Near-Mage. We are in Domnica's library, but all the guests have left. Strange gods make their presence sensed. Talk to Visarion about the Wild Seer's revelations, and I need to explore Rakus some more. Alrighty. Bye, Auntie. Hello, friend.
Hey, Visarion.
Why, Detective Illy? To what do I owe the pleasure so soon?
Maybe we should make small talk first.
Selling lots of books lately?
Oh, don't you start with me, Illy. What are you here for?
I'm here to ask for your help.
Remember when I mentioned asking for your help in the future?
I guess the future sneaks up on you, huh? Now tell me, Junior, what can Uncle V do for you?
Those rich and powerful people looking for eldritch artifacts around Rakus.
Yeah?
Cutting to the chase, me and my friend Tudor saw a wild seer who kinda confirmed all that.
Go on.
There's this, super mage that she mentioned. We chose the dragon as a code name for them. They're looking for a powerful and apparently evil thing.
Oh, it's what they do, right? What's the code name for this evil thing?
The unknown. Yeah, I know, pretty vague. Anyone you'd suspect?
Nah. They're probably wise enough to disguise how badass they really are. You'll need more than just knowing they exist.
Yeah, I know.
Gather up more clues, you must.
Show him the drawing of the tentacled thing, especially because that thing looks very much like Visarion.
This wild seer, she went into a trance and drew this.
Right?
Okay, now we have something.
Codename, Strange God.
Well, you really like your code names, don't you?
This powerful artifact the wild seer mentioned, the unknown. It seems it was giving her headaches and giving my friend Tudor nightmares.
As they do. Anything more particular?
She just said it's been coming and going out of this world for centuries.
That narrows it down, but not by much. I'll give this some thought. You know, you might be onto something with Strange God. I'm not promising anything, kid, but I got a crap ton of books in here, and there might be one that could help us find out what you've gotten yourself into. I'm gonna need some time, though. This shop might not look like much.
Oh, but it does.
Oh, aren't you nice? Anyway, it's got levels and levels to it. Lots of digging in dusty shelves to be done.
Thank you so much, Visarion. Anything I can do in return?
Yeah, don't attract too much attention to yourself. Go to class, play nice, and don't bully the other kids. I'll send a Mexican once I have something, alright?
Deal. Later.
And I need to explore Rakus some more. So let's take a walk. Let's see what we have. Everywhere, anywhere. Here, nothing new. The split, nothing new. The show,
Some kind of lots of dozen.
nothing new. Graville isn't working again. Let me come out and maybe come back. Maybe then he will work. Nope. So sometimes it's a bug, sometimes it's intentional, it seems like. Hey friend, how you doing?
Oh, it's you again. Any particular reason you're bothering me?
Nah, it just gives me great pleasure to disturb.
It would give me even greater pleasure to see you walking out that door.
What? You'd be checking me out, huh? Naughty hair lamb.
Ew. Don't be gross.
Hey, you're new?
Care for some bulls, miss? Freshly made. Oh, Near-Mage.
What's bulls?
It's not the right food for you. Please move along.
What is bulls?
I'm afraid you're too good for it. It's just polenta, cheese and egg. Food for us simple folk.
If I'm coming across as better than everyone else just because I'm a Near-Mage, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
No, that's not so. I'm just having a bad day, that's all. In a long line of bad days.
You have a problem with Near-Mages. That much is clear.
My only problem with Near-Mages is that I'm not one, and I could and should be one. But that's none of your business, human girl.
Name's Illy. Surely you're polite enough to tell me yours.
Surely. I'm Mugur, son of Laur, if it pleases thee.
I still want some bulls, man.
No, you don't. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm a great cook. Best not ruin it for you.
Fair enough. Son of Laur? Wait, your dad is Laur? The groundskeeper?
Yeah, ironic, huh?
I'm just naturally curious. Why aren't you attending the TIM if you're of blood?
My father won't let me. Yeah, it's pathetic. Go ahead, laugh your ass off.
I won't, man.
It's not up to me. He's got my coin and he won't give it up. Can't join without it and I'm already missing out on classes. So kindly stop twisting the knife.
But that is annoying.
Why would your own dad not let you go to school?
'Cause it's a magic school and I'm a magist.
What's a magist?
You don't need to know.
If your dad is of blood, then how come,
How come he's a lowly groundskeeper?
That's not what I was gonna say.
'Cause he's an idiot, you understand? That's the truth of it.
Look,
I'm not insulted. I'm not the idiot.
Think I could help?
Yeah, stay out of my business.
Insisting.
Come on, man. Maybe I could do something.
Talk my father out of beliefs he's fostered for decades, sure. Truth is, I don't even care about him. Just need my damn coin. If I had it, there's nothing he could do to stop me from enrolling even late.
You sure he's got your coin?
Probably hid it somewhere. He wasn't dumb enough to stash it in his office, though.
I'll see if I can talk to him.
You better not say you're acting on my part, 'cause you're not.
Roger that. I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't let me keep you.
Talk to Laur, the Institute's groundkeeper. Laur?
Yes? Oh, Miss Illy, good to see you. Anything I can do for you?
I don't mean to be a nosy Rosie, but I've met your son, Mugur.
Oh, I see.
I know. I'm as subtle as a train wreck, but to cut to the chase, Mr. Laur, he really seems eager to study magic.
And for all the wrong reasons, Miss. You'll forgive me if I keep my voice down, as this is a delicate subject.
Can you elaborate about those wrong reasons?
It pains me to admit it, but my son is a magist.
I'm not familiar with the term.
A radicalized subset of magic users. Extremists, you understand? To them, beings that are of blood are superior to everyone else.
Magic Nazis?
I don't know what that means. To call them dangerous is an understatement. Their stated goal, should they become powerful enough, is to eliminate or enslave all non-magical creatures. Arcanos, norms, lowerers.
Jesus.
And my own son is now one of them. I speak in hushed tones because I am ashamed, do you understand? Utterly ashamed of my own flesh and blood.
Damn, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to pry, but I had no idea you were of blood too.
Most don't, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Of course.
You probably think it's an enormous waste of potential, but see, I just don't think I'm cut out to be a mage. I'm very happy with my work, and I wouldn't change a thing.
No, that's great, and I totally get it.
I don't speak of these things easily, Miss Vraja, but magical blood has been so divisive in your family too that you might understand a little better than most.
It has? What do you mean?
I apologize. It's not my place to speak on that.
May I ask how you came to work here?
It's a long and old story. Professor Daus once helped me out in a dire situation, one that few would have stepped into. I saw that he was someone worth following, so we've been working together ever since. He tends to the students, I tend to the grounds.
It's satisfying being a groundskeeper, isn't it?
Very much so. Finishing off a day's work, leaning against Quercus, watching the blue mists billow around the mountain peaks in this forever sunset. Now that's magical.
Who's Quercus?
How could you know, of course? That's the name of the great oak tree in the courtyard.
Quercus? He's a big boy, ain't he?
It's special to me. Probably my favorite thing on the grounds. I love it like my son.
So, you won't let Mugur study magic because you fear he'd put it to nefarious use?
I don't just fear it, I know he would. But it's not just that. He is the type of youngster that would lay down his life for what he foolishly believes in.
And you can't have that happen. Then again, he's miserable not studying magic.
True, but he's braving. That's more important. You probably think it's wrong of me to make that choice for him, don't you?
That is a difficult question, because you cannot predict the consequences of your actions. So, how can we think about this? We can think about this not just from point of view of one person, but like from the whole world, right? So imagine that, like in the real world, somehow Hitler would have been prevented from existing or something. Maybe that could have led to better things, but maybe that could have led to worse things. Not exactly at that very moment in history, but like further ahead. You just cannot predict that, you cannot know. We wouldn't be where we are right now. The world wouldn't be the way it is. I just learned today that the concept of GBP was developed during the war times, because of the war basically, so... okay, I'm thinking about this too much. Confirm.
I have to admit, I do. He should go make his own mistakes. The only way to learn.
Not if it costs him his life, miss. He is a special child. He's not a bad person, just unpredictable and hard to understand. There is a story I should probably tell you about him. Mugur was witness to a terrible thing when he was but a child. I had a lot on my hands back then, so Mugur was left in the care of close relatives of mine. Unbeknownst to me, they were mages.
I think I'm starting to understand.
I did not know it at the time, but they raving herbs of so-called arcanus, non-magicals, and burned down their abodes. It was to be just vandalism, but this one time when my son was there, a hut burned down with 6 people in it.
Gods!
A single Prikorich managed to escape the inferno into the woods, his fur on fire. A mighty bout of rain came down and put the flames out, and that's how I found Mugur. Crying amidst the smoke-filled, smoldering ruins of the hut.
How come he didn't change his views on magists?
I do not know. He must have buried that memory deep down.
I see. Excuse me.
Come back any time.
Search the Institute grants for Mugur's coin. Cast a spell on Mugur to try and help him see reason. I don't want to cast a spell on him to change his views. I want him to come to the right decision himself. So I'm going to look for the coin. And I would assume that it has to be somewhere in the grounds, maybe in the tree.
Let's see if my theory proves correct. Yes! Mugur's coin!
Decide who to... There's only one person? Oh, I could cast a spell on Mugur and then give him the coin. No, I really don't want to cast a spell on him. But do I want to give him the coin? I don't know that either. And I believe that I have to do it now, otherwise I will not progress in the game. That is one thing that I really much don't appreciate in the game. Like, I cannot just ignore this for time being. Like, to have a mindful thought, I have to do it now. Should I talk with him? Or what should I do? Freezes one heart, a ghostly crew, raining blood, snow. Wait, I don't have the right spell anyway. Okay, so I'm giving him the coin. Let's try freezing his heart.
What happened?
You're free of emotions now, my friend.
What?
You can't even get angry at me for using magic on you. So, straight and narrow, what's the deal with this mage's bullshit?
Oh, it's not that complicated. I'm getting back at my father for leaving me in the hands of monsters when I was a child.
And you think that's fair?
I guess I don't anymore. Magism is bullshit.
I hope you still feel that way when the spell wears off.
I'm pretty confident I will. Thank you, Near-Mage.
No need to thank me, friend.
I didn't expect the spell to work because I really was sure that I had to have another spell. But what I wanted is to give him the coin nevertheless. I could have given him the coin. Oh well. I will have to put the coin back.
I'd better put this back.
And we are done. Oh, I need to come back to Lau. Alright.
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Laur.
Don't joke like that, Miss Illy. You're a miracle worker.
Well, magic, actually. How's Mugur?
He's staying here with me for a while. It really is a miracle how he's changed. I don't know how to thank you.
You don't have to. Does he still want to study magic?
He's thinking it over. Not to be rude, but we were catching up, me and Mugur.
Of course. Give him my best.
I will. Thank you again.
You're welcome. I need to explore some more Vrakos. I'm actually getting a little bit annoyed with how game always tells you what to do. There's absolutely
Minskin
no
ahoy!
free will.
Esteemed Miss Vraja, please come see me in my office at your earliest convenience. Professor Strigoi. Wonder what this is about.
And why did I have to come out to Rakos to receive this letter? Hello, Professor Strigoi?
You wanted to see me, Professor?
Indeed, Miss Raja. Do not worry, you are in no trouble at all.
Whew, so is this like a routine check?
You are quite deep into the curriculum already. I was curious how you are finding the school and your colleagues.
I don't know if you're aware, but I became close friends with your son.
So I have heard. I hope you two will prove a good influence on each other. Are you bonding over shared classes, or...?
I think that I should mention our investigation because I believe that he is somehow involved. And having him as an ally might help us unless he's an enemy, so that will not help us at all.
We're investigating a conspiracy within the Institute's walls, to be honest.
Really? Sounds... exciting.
You don't seem to be impressed, Professor. This could be really serious.
Miss Raja, if you only knew the sheer number of world-ending, or at the very least Institute-threatening tales that students have brought to my attention through the years.
Oh.
When one studies something as mind-bending as magic, some amount of mild paranoia is to be expected.
See, to be honest, I expected you to get angry and dissuade me from involving myself in strange extracurricular activities.
The Institute is a wondrous place. They who attend it tend to be risk-takers. Of course, it is implied that you should refrain from dangerous endeavors, but can we really stop you?
That would be a hell no.
See? Feel free to explore the Institute's mysteries. I don't demand, I merely suggest that you keep yourself and my son safe while you're at it.
You really do understand kids, Professor. I appreciate that.
That didn't go how I expected it to go. I thought that she would elaborate about what's happening, and because he's been preoccupied with something, well, discuss magic use then.
There's something that's a bit unclear to me. So, we learn these near spells, then craft real spells, but there's no official in-school framework for actually using them.
This might come as a surprise, but there are students who rarely cast them.
Then what's the point of having them?
Merely academic for some. How you use them, well, that is up to you.
I see. I'm not sure I have much to report right now. School seems okay, and so do the students. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Actually, I do, but it might be a sensitive subject. If you decline to answer, I will understand. Are you doing alright financially? Is there any way that we could help?
One thing that I'm really disappointed about spells, that you cannot just cast them when you want. That you cannot cast a spell on a random student. That you cannot cast a spell on yourself. That you cannot cast a spell on your friend. That you cannot cast a spell on Professor Strigoi just because you can. Even with unpredictable consequences. I understand that it's probably difficult to program, to predict all the outcomes. But I think it would have been worth it to just try to implement something, because honestly, spellcasting is very disappointing. I'll ask where this came from.
That's a weird thing to ask a student, don't you think?
I merely want to make sure all my students can afford to attend the Institute.
I wouldn't mind to make some extra cash.
So, how would a student get their hands on some extra cash, hypothetically?
They would have to be discreet, well-versed in magic, and the opposite of risk-averse.
Let's say I tick all those boxes. What's next?
Well, I hope you will not mind me saying this. This was just a test.
So, there's no such opportunity?
If one arises, I shall let you know.
Professor, did my go-get-em attitude just spook you?
No, Miss Raja. It really was just a test.
I see. Professor Strigoi, have you heard any rumblings of evil artifacts resurfacing near Rakus?
Artifacts always resurface, be they evil or benevolent. They are, for the most part, non-issues.
But how can you tell if something's out of the norm?
This is an institute for studying magic. The abnormal is the norm.
Right.
I am aware that I sound jaded, but when you have seen as much as I have, it takes a lot to make an impression. Disappointing, I know. But here in Rakus, the incredible and out of the ordinary are often actually very plausible and very much the ordinary. You will get used to it.
So it's the ordinary that is out of the ordinary.
Magists, Professor Strigoi, magical supremacists who think themselves above Arcanels. You've heard of them, right?
I have.
Call him out on what, exactly?
I heard you might see things their way, maybe.
Right, I remember that.
Child. First, you should not heed any old rumor that circulates through Rakus. They are the town's most prevalent and renowned export. Second, what these gossipers fail to grasp is that it is one thing to study a phenomenon, and a whole other thing to adhere to it.
But that was his own son, that wasn't a rumor, exactly?
Rumors have it you're a believer, not just a student.
They have it wrong. It is the Institute's policy to stamp out any supremacist tendencies. And I am the Institute.
Call him out again.
What about Professor Daus?
We move in lockstep, Miss Raja. Alas, you are too new to all this for me to begrudge you your ignorance.
Sorry if I overstepped my boundaries.
You have, but it's quite all right. There is unity and strength in the Institute's faculty. Of that, there should be no doubt.
If there's nothing else, I'd love to go back to studying magic.
There is, actually. A very special class is about to take place in the Aula Magna. I would not miss it if I were you.
Cool. On my way.
You have a pretty nice office, Professor. Is there anything interactable at all? No way. So boring! Well, I suppose not exactly boring, but...
Warm regards, Near-Mages. Thank you for coming. My name is Truce, and I will try to help you develop your innate talent, or InnTal for short. while still technically a spell, innate talent isn't crafted and then conjured at your whim like other spells. It must be sought out, honed, and developed over time. Now, let us go over the basics. Does everyone here have an InnTal? I'm afraid chances are, no. In this regard, it's much like drawing, or a musical ear, or writing poetry. Some can do it, some don't, and that's alright. Fret not if your InnTal takes time to make itself apparent. Some bloom later than others. As for those that never bloom, well, you still have plenty of spells to keep you busy, right? Now, if you do have the innate talent, know that, much like artistic inspiration, it is a fickle friend. It tends to only manifest once you've been made aware of it, and sometimes at the strangest, most random moments. Me having mentioned its existence has certainly already triggered it in some of you.
So how do we know? Are there, signs?
I was just getting to that, Serana. When it does manifest, InnTal tends to make itself heard loudly, in the form of an awe-inducing rumble or thunderclap.
Like inspiration hitting you.
Yes, Niali, something like that. But more importantly, it makes itself visible in the form of a sign or symbol or geometric shape that is only partly revealed. That is the key moment when you have to focus, converge all your energy into revealing that shape. It will no doubt take several tries, but eventually you will unveil it to such a point that I, being sensitive to these things, will be made aware.
So cool.
At that point, I will summon you individually and you will try to use it for the first time under my supervision. But again, patience is key, and it might take a longer time and several progressive tries. Questions before we move on?
If I may ask, I suppose not everyone has the same exact talent, right?
Good point. Innate talents come in very different variants. Some are akin to offensive spells. Some are defensive. Some are transits. That is to say, they allow you to travel instantly to faraway places. Yours will be revealed when I summon you and help you cast it for the first time.
What exactly do you mean by focusing when the sign appears?
Intuition will tell you what to do. Of that, I am sure. Any other questions?
Can I change the type of talent?
Can you change this InnTal?
I'm afraid you can't. It isn't part of the customizable spell arsenal you're building as you study here. You're born with it, and you can't substitute it for another.
Got it.
Well, if there are no more questions, I won't take up any more of your time. Remember, InnTal hits like a thunderstrike first. When it manifests visually, focus on revealing the symbol or sign or geometric shape that represents your talent. Once you're close to fully revealing it, I'll send a Mitskin and we'll meet. Students, you are dismissed. But
Cool.
don't stray too far. Your next class is coming right up.
Looks like there's a new class available. Ha, I was just in there.
You don't have much choice anymore. Let's go with Earth.
Welcome, Near-Mages. I am Professor Moraine, and I will teach you Earth magic. I will impart to you the principles of Earth magic. Then, I will need you all to repeat them back, so as to confirm that you have grounded them within you. If one of you gets it wrong, you all get it wrong. All of you need to be as one on this. Rock solid. Whether walking or flying, Earth magic will be the root that grounds you. Mage or Arcanil, Earth is what we all have in common. The key to an unwavering mage is a firm grasp of Earth magic. There is no sophisticated spell casting without a foundation made of solid rock. Not just with Earth magic, but with all disciplines. The key is always to dig deeper. Now, all together, whether walking or flying, Earth magic will be the
Root that grounds.
Root that grounds.
Everyone ready? Earth magic is the key to a mage.
Ooh, I don't remember. Don't even remember hearing this. I spaced out a little bit. I don't know.
Unwavering.
Correct. You are a stone's throw away from mastering this Nia spell. Ready? Within all disciplines, not just earth magic, the key is to
Dig deeper.
Dig deeper.
rock solid. You have now learned the earth Nia spell. Rock and roll. Dismissed.
Rock and roll! You can craft 6 new spells. That is a lot. Mind Switcher. Cherry Blossom. Rainmaker. Wolfdong. What does it do? Make you whole? Homunculus. Makes you smaller? I'm missing one somewhere. Frost Petal. Good stuff. Now I need to come back and explore Ragus. I've got another letter.
Looks like I have mail. Illy, drop by when you get the chance. Viserion.
Come in. Visit the Ragus cemetery. Why is that? Is that a new quest? Sometimes quests just appear because they appear. Well, Viserion?
Viserion, you wanted to see me?
That's right, Illy. Remember how I said I'd look into your strange god, the tentacled thing? Well, I did, but there's good and there's bad news.
I'm listening.
The good news is I think I know what book we can find it in, and its location within my shop.
That's great.
Yeah, well, the bad news is I can't access that level in my own damn place. My ex-partner, Voicu, has the key, and I don't think he's gonna part with it easily.
Tell me all about Voicu.
Tell me about this ex-partner of yours.
Voicu. The man's a paradox, a walking encyclopedia of magic and the occult, well versed in most types of spells, especially left-hand path. Nothing impresses him. On the other hand, hard-headed, vicious, zero empathy, a brute.
How come you went partners?
More than half our inventory came from him. Plus, as I said, the knowledge the man has. But we'd fallen out quite a long time ago. Too violent, too hot-headed. He's got the key to the forbidden levels of the shop. Well, that's where the book we need is. And he'll never give it to me, that's for sure.
What does he look like?
Tall, wide-shouldered, bulky human. With long braided hair and thick sideburns. Always wears a red shirt and tie.
What's his story, though? What made him like that?
He grew up in a broken home. His mother didn't care for him. His father abused him and made him roam the streets. He found solace in books, but that just made him start seeking power. It made him callous.
Books don't normally have that effect.
Depends on the books. In his case, dark magic ones. Changed his outlook. His personality. People are so terrified of him that they'll just not acknowledge his presence. He'd act violently all of a sudden and no one would react.
Sounds like the final boss of bullies.
I don't know what you mean, but yeah, he's bad news.
Any idea where I could find this guy?
Oh, this numbskull next to me says he's been seen drinking in the Rotworm Turn. But, Illy, I'm not advising you to go see him. He's unpredictable. And violent.
I know some martial arts. I can take care of myself.
That's good to hear. And keep in mind that magic doesn't really impress him. He finds most spells your level laughable. Sometimes infuriating. Careful, is what I'm saying.
Noted. You think he keeps the key on him?
He used to when we were partners. So it's likely.
Good. I'll try and get it then.
So that's why we need to go to the cemetery.
This book you think might help. What is it?
It's called the Kitab al-Alihat al-Jadida. Let's just call it the Ka. It means the Book of New Gods.
Oh, wow. Is it all in Arabic?
Actually, just the title. The rest is in Chthonic. I'm not an expert in that either, but I can make out the words.
So what's the deal with this Ka?
It's one of those rare self-writing books. A compendium of strange deities. It sort of updates itself whenever a new god pops up somewhere in our plane of existence.
So you think of this strange god as real, and it might make for an ally.
The Ka might tell us who or what it is, yeah. Most gods don't really get a description. Usually it's just a more accurate drawing of them, but it does give their name.
That's so cool. Man, we really need that key. The Book of New Gods. What are gods anyway, Viserion?
Oh, baby. That's a tough one, innit? Don't expect too much theology from me, just some theories. They are, overpowered beings, I guess.
What of their origins?
Well, some of them come from different planets, all dimensions. So you might even call them aliens. What they all have in common, though, is that most people know to stay away from them. Gods are bad news. Don't seek them out. Don't worship them. That's also why we kept the car under lock and key.
I've never been accused of being wise.
Well, yours is a special situation. This unknown that's been torturing your friend, making its way back into our world, whatever it is, Near-Mage magic might not cut it when dealing with it. Wild seers, no gods, are bad news. She wouldn't have pointed you in that direction unless she felt it was worth the risk.
Let's hope it's worth it. I'll go look for your ex-partner then. He'll give up that key.
Oh, I guess we'll see, won't we? I'm rooting for you, kid.
It doesn't seem like I have much choice here. I will have to go and get that key. I cannot fast travel from here. Oh, I can. So, how do you look like? Are you... Yes, Voicu.
Voicu? Ex-partner of Viserion's?
Get the hell away from me, pest.
I'm gonna be nice. I don't think that aggressive will help in this situation.
Look, I'm not trying to be a bother. I just need the key you took from Viserion's. The one leading to the forbidden levels?
If you don't walk away, I'm getting up and kicking the snot out of you. You hear me?
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to insist. I need that key, and I'm not leaving without it.
Now you've gone and pissed me off. I give you 5 seconds to disappear or I'm kicking you into the ground. 5.
Antagonize, I want to see what happens.
You're not intimidating me, you know. I've dealt with bullies before.
4.
You don't scare me, big boy.
3. I'm warning you.
Appeal to his childhood. I don't want that.
I hear you haven't had your ass kicked in a while. I'm happy to provide that service to the community.
2. I'm gonna make minced meat out of you.
Try me.
1. Get ready to bite the dirt.
That's all?
You made me do this.
Good job, Illy.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
You got the key. But I do need to visit cemetery for whatever reason. Hello? Who are you? Abraham.
Hi.
Oh, hello, young one. I didn't see you walking there.
Sorry to bother you. You just seem a bit distraught. Can I do anything? Do you need help?
No, I'm, well, just watching my friend in the ground here. Who might you be?
I'm Illy. I'm a student at the TIM.
Ah, it is the future of magic, walking and talking. Abraham Crux. With your permission, but please, call me Abe. If you'll speak to me.
Why wouldn't I speak to you?
I'm not sure I would speak to me. People say I'm eccentric. Fancy word for that poor old fool that's best left alone.
Do you spend a lot of time around this grave, Abe?
Well, it's to do with my job.
What's your job?
I am, or rather was, a vampire hunter.
Wow. Isn't that frowned upon here in Rakus? Lots of your clientele ambling around.
I see you're new. It's a common misunderstanding. We don't hunt all vampires. Most of them are nice people. It's the naughty ones that get the stake. Like this one buried here. That's what I'm hoping, at least.
So, I need to interview him now. Ask if he's alone.
Are you all by yourself?
Here in the cemetery, you mean? Yes, I do have a son. He's here in Rakus, too.
Is he also a fearless vampire killer?
He is trained for it, yes. But these days, he prefers to spend his time as a bodyguard. I think it pays better, too.
It does. Wow. I'm a bit confused. Don't all vampires, drink blood?
Of course they do. But things have gotten a lot more civilized over the centuries. Most of the blood they consume comes from bags.
Bags?
Oh, I keep forgetting you're new. Bag is a slang term for voluntary donor. A thrall.
People give their blood willingly.
Well, for gold or tilver or services, of course.
So it's all consensual?
Most of it, yes. When it's not, when it's a rogue drainer, that's when I come in.
Huh. I see. Doesn't the one that, donates blood risk dying?
Dying, eternal life. It's complicated with vampires. The fact remains that it's their choice.
Can I ask a bit more about how vampires procure blood? It's all so new to me.
Sure. There are places where they can drink it, like you would alcohol. Like the Gold Leaf Society, over on Flicker Light Landing.
But there's no one ever there.
Vamps. They like to stay invisible as they gossip. If you really want to talk to the barkeep, the words to say are, Fangs out. Samudia is a good vampire frate.
Sorry for all the questions. What's a frate?
It means brother in Romanian. A lot of them see themselves as this big fraternity.
Let me see if I got this right. You're hanging by this grave because you're not sure if you got a bad guy or not?
Right. I know it won't answer any questions, but I find myself compelled to keep returning here.
I might be too forward, but maybe talking is what you need. Tell me about him.
Estrella here was a family friend. We'd been as close as brother and sister for 43 years. And then she had to go and slaughter an innocent. Or at least, I think she did.
Did you?
I did. I cut her down. She deserved it. If she did do it. I'm afraid I'm not 100% sure, though. So I just sit here and wait.
Wait for what?
I don't truly know. Maybe a sign. But I don't truly know. I just can't leave.
Do you know anything about this place?
I do, yes. Actually, it's a strange one. As you can see, it's not a big graveyard, horizontally, so to speak.
Wait, you mean it's big vertically?
There's a legend connected to this place. They say a battle between scores of humans and vampires took place here. Millennia ago, they all died horribly. By fire, by frost, by vampire bite. Some say they're all long dead. Some claim it's just suspended animation, waiting to be revived.
Whoa.
Nevertheless, an alleged mass grave. Apparently, that's why this place was chosen for the cemetery, centuries after that mythic clash.
What a story.
It's dramatic, but probably just an old wives' tale. People love an excuse to chase non-existent things.
You mentioned chasing non-existent things.
Yes, in this particular case, what the warriors' shields were supposedly made of. Legendary materials. Ever heard of Zamoxium?
Can't say I have.
It is said that it can be forged into unbreakable shields and such, able to withstand the strikes of even a mighty Zmiul. Comes straight from the bones of an ancient god and all that nonsense.
You're sure it's not real? I mean, at this point, I'm prepared to believe anything.
Treasure hunters, and never mind the gravediggers, have been excavating around here since forever. Never found anything of the sort. Either all those dead warriors are enchanted to elude detection, or it's just what I think it is. A myth, and nothing more.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing.
My pleasure.
What was Estrella like?
Not tall and beautiful as you'd imagine a vampiress to be. Bit short and bulky. Red hair. The color of petunias in summertime. 151 when I cut her down. Oh, so young. She loved the human world with its ever-changing seasons. Could not get enough when spring came, even if she only saw it at night.
How did she walk around humans unnoticed?
Fangs retract. Skin color adapts. Small telltale signs get covered up by the shades of night.
What was it like when you... you know...
Risky is what it was. Always is when you're in human land. I struck, and she fell on her back in a bed of frost petals. I remember the scent suddenly hitting me. Right then, a fierce rain started, whipping her body, and mixing in with all the blood.
Jeez.
Was I to take it as a sign? Who knows? Nevertheless, here I am, waiting for another one.
For another one what? For another sign?
Did Estrella live in Sigishwara?
Live is a way of putting it. She roamed the streets of the citadel at night.
Did you ask around town? Maybe someone saw something.
The trouble is, my young friend, that even if I don't present myself as such, people know I'm a killer. They're afraid of me. Won't talk.
Even if it's bad vampires that you hunt down?
Transylvanians have a strange love-hate relationship with bloodsuckers.
Uh-huh.
All I know is she had been seen in the western part of the citadel. No one there would speak to me, though.
Got it. I'll leave you to it.
I probably will need to come and investigate it a little bit. For some reason I can cast a spell here. What kind of spell? Use magic on Abe. Why? Why? Mind switcher. Temporary switches to person's mind. Minuscule humanoid? Kind of an idiot. Ghosts. A beautiful frost petal emerges from the ground. Its distinctive bittersweet smell is said to bring back intense memories, good or bad. A Demospring. Subject is forced to tell the truth. Single use only. Hates raining. Hates snowing. I don't know what kind of magic I would apply on him. I mean, I suppose I could give him the second sign, that frost petal. But that would be a lie, so I don't want to lie. I don't want to fool him. So I want to do that. The stories are really, really nice. Like, the story itself is really interesting in the game. So I love that. Visit a northeastern road in Rakus. Why? What do we have there? Hello?
Hi there. I'm Illy.
What? Oh, hi. I'm Raja.
Good to meet you.
Ask about sick old Spiridush.
Sorry if I'm being nosy. Is this your grandpa?
Yes.
Is he ill?
Very ill. That's why we're here. Third time coming to Rakus and no good coming out of it. Doctors, alchemists, medicine men. All useless. No one can tell what's wrong with Grandpa Floria. And he's withering away.
Are you here all by yourself?
No, my brothers are in town giving it one more shot, trying to find a cure. But I don't think it'll be any different this time.
Geez, I'm sorry. Is your grandpa really old?
He's barely 160.
Oh, you guys live for much longer then.
Towards 300, yeah.
Wow. Maybe I could help.
Thank you, but I doubt it.
I know a couple spells.
They've tried them all on him. Spells, that is. Whatever it is that's ailing Grandpa, spells don't help.
Man, bummer.
Thank you for your kind intentions, though.
So, is there a plan, or...
Wait for my brothers and hope for the best.
Fingers crossed, Raja. I'll go now.
All right.
Birds of a feather. What can I do here? Find a way to help old Aunt Floria. I do have some spells, but I cannot cast them here. I assume that I need to visit one of the alchemists or the herbalist or someone. Hey, I wanted to see. Alright, so.
Fangs out.
Yay!
Indeed, but you don't seem to have any.
Just visiting. I'm Illy.
Samudia.
Oh, so many questions. Great.
I assume you know Abraham Crux.
I do.
Are you cool with him hunting down your kind?
Are you cool with law enforcement catching criminals?
Yeah. I'm not cool with killing them.
No offense, but vampires aren't humans. You can't just easily contain us like you do your fellow man. Those of us who go rogue can do a lot of damage unless you put them down.
I see. So is the place empty, or...?
It's packed, actually. We are a bit shy, you see.
More like collectively ghosting me. What's with the upside down candles?
Some of the frats like to hang head down from the ceiling. It's a courtesy to them.
But how do the flames not go upwards?
Magic.
Of course. Silly me. About selling blood here, I was wondering, is it safe? You know, from diseases and stuff.
We cleanse and double test everything we sell, miss. But there are things about vampires you're clearly unaware of. When more of us congregate in one place for a longer time, like we do here, we form a coven.
Like witches.
We were first, but whatever, doesn't matter. When us vampire frats form a coven, we naturally give off well, I guess you'd call it an aura. It's invisible to most eyes but ours, and it cleanses any blood that comes into contact with it instantly.
Cool. So you're incentivized to feed together.
Not only that, it makes feeding alone very dangerous.
Draining.
Yes. It's called that also because blood doesn't hit the air first. Since you're, biting down.
Ew.
You don't know what you're drinking. It's not just bad for the victim, bit of an understatement there, but also potentially for the frate that feeds.
So nature somehow drove you away from being predators?
If you choose to see it that way, sure.
Fascinating. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, that was cool. Indeed. What we have here? We actually have quite a few quests. Find a way to help Olda and Floria. Use magic on Abe. Don't know which one, so I didn't. Oh, I think that's the one that would give him the second son. I don't want to fool him, and I don't want to fool myself, so I want to go and explore. And I need to tell Visarion that I've got the key. So I think that I will do this one later. First, I will come and see Visarion, but also I want to find a way to help Olda and Floria. And how do we do it?
Hey, you're really right?
Yeah?
Who's asking?
I'm Niagu. This is Lika. We're students like you, Near-Mages.
I don't remember seeing you around.
Yeah, we're new. Listen, we've heard you've been doing nicely, solving problems around town. You're pretty good at getting around, they say.
I guess.
So me and Lika here were wondering if you'd be up for, like, a collaboration.
Yeah, see, we got a hot tip regarding Professor Strigoi's research. Interested?
Strigoi, you idiot!
I'm all ears.
Rumor has it he needs these doohickeys for whatever weirdness he's up to. And if we get him for him, boy, will we be in the professor's good graces.
Tell me more about you and Lika.
We're not important or anything.
Just a couple of spitter-douche trying to get by.
Mm-hmm. Do we know what the doohickeys are?
Oh, we do, but we gotta know you're in before we tell you.
Yeah, see, the deal is, you help us find them, and we each get one. Give it to the prof, profit. What do you say?
Deny for now. Doesn't mean that I will be able to come back to them. Because they don't look trustworthy. And also I think that they might be brothers of that Raja girl with that old dying grandfather. Hear them out some more.
So I do all the legwork and you do...
We got leads, okay?
Yeah, without us, you wouldn't even know about this.
Well, I will accept it. Quests exist for one sole reason to accept them.
Okay, I think I'm in. Let's find these doohickeys.
And we share them when we find them, right?
That's the deal, yeah?
Great! Well, we need to get some Balor feathers.
Balaur?
Yeah, it's like this dragon bird thing.
They say there's one living in the woods northwest of Rakus, in the middle of a lake.
Huh. Okay. Anything about Balaurs you can tell me?
I heard they're really mean and protective of their stuff.
Yeah, better read up on them before paying that thing a visit.
Yeah, meet us here once you figured out how to summon the thing.
Right. That's actually where I wanted to come in. I cannot ask him about helping out that old man.
Have a good day.
Wishing.
I thought that for sure he would have something. What about our old friend alchemist? Gabriel? Speak with me, please. We had someone else. Someone else here in Monk's Hood Court. No one wants to talk with me, not even Najil, even though he was supposed to be my friend. Let's try again, maybe that's a bug. Always try twice now. Alright, so I didn't find a way. It might be that. Yes, so that was related to Old Dan Floria. I guessed it. Alright, so I will come back to Visarion, tell him about the key, and then I will end this part.
Illy the kid. What's up?
I have the key, Visarion.
What? Well, you never fail to surprise, do you? How the hell did you do it?
I kicked his ass, plain and simple.
Holy vacuous smoke emerging from a dead Intermundian spider's body. That's impressive, kid.
Is it? He went down like a sack of potatoes. Here's the key.
That's amazing. Much respect, Near-Mage.
You're not crazy about gods, are you?
Just realistic. But they're also fascinating. Look, I've decided not to hide this from you. I used to really be into studying these things.
Whoa.
Yeah, especially philinomorphs. Oh, that's cat-like things. Like me, I guess. Like this drawing of the strange god you showed me.
Why'd you stop?
Scary friggin' things happened, that's why. I'm willing to help you find out who this god is, but that's as far as it goes for me. I hope you understand.
I do, thanks. Can we go see the car now?
Not quite that simple. I'll have to find it first and then take some precautions. It's not like popping open a novice spellbook, it's a bit of a scary thing.
Makes sense.
I'll call you when I'm sure it's safe for us to browse it.
So, these gods, do people, worship them?
Some. Not too many. There's talk of folks here in Rakus reaching out to these things just for the hell of it, you know? The thrill of contacting something powerful and otherworldly.
You're saying someone here could help me reach out to this strange god?
Whoa. I'm not saying anything like that. All I said was, there's talk of people doing this. Make it their life's purpose even. Who they are, how they do it, that's beyond my expertise.
Come on, Visarion, I know you. You must know something. Or someone. I won't say it was you who told me.
You're like a hellhound once it sniffs some blood, ain't you? Just won't let go. Fine. There was this rumor going around a while ago about a group of 3 mages that put their powers together and reached out to all sorts of gods from beyond.
3 mages. Who were they?
I really don't know anything for sure, but the rumor mill pointed at Najil being one of them.
Najil? The plant guy? Really?
I didn't say that, and it might be bullshit. I'm just telling you the word on the streets, okay?
I appreciate it, Visarion. I'll go now. Please send for me as soon as we can read the Ka.
For sure, Illy.
Alright. So that was good. So I think that I will end this part here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. Bye bye.